to my life. I can take a wild guess. Show is crazy. What is it?
Sushi means sex.
What is going on this show?
It's the lighter side of the dark side.
It is the lighter side of the dark side. Welcome to the Dark Mark Show, your Monday night free show. Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, my God. Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, I did it. I got this show together. This is going to be a great show. Welcome to the Dark Mark Show, your Monday night free show.
This show is dedicated to me.
The show is not dedicated to you.
Yes,
but,
it is.
It just was.
It's three against one.
That, of course, is my lovely co-host, Josi Cat, who wasn't here last week.
Ooh,
Say hello to the Dark Minions for the last 2 weeks, Josi.
Hello, Dark Minions.
What a show we have for you, Josi.
I know. I'm so excited.
And for me, too. We have from, not the Wolf Pack, but from Muscle Wolf Productions, we have Marv.
Hey, everyone. I'm here.
And Jared.
Yes.
Who doesn't look like a Jared?
Marv and Jared.
Marv and Jared, Jared sounds like a couple of accountants, but that's not what we have here. We got buff, bodybuilder, huge guys that
are short.
Short guys. and don't let the looks.
I
not
didn't
that
say
short.
anything. You know who called you short? Shorty over here.
Shorty over here.
Roo
I'm
Roo
used
the
to
clown.
being short. That's why I'm not used to people being my height.
Short is good. Short is good.
We're compact.
Yes. And,
Fun
and
size.
we're geeks, by the way. I mean, we're not. We're
Muscle
huge
Muscle
geeks.
Wolf Productions. You howl. So yeah, you guys are geeks.
Huge
So
geeks.
this is if you thought you saw some weird stuff at Comic-Con, wait till you see what's going on tonight in the show. But Josi, why don't you tell them what happened in Hollywood and San Diego this weekend?
Oh, wow. It's been crazy for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, what happened last week, Josi?
Well, I saw these wonderful guys at the Viscera Film Festival, which is the horror film festival for women who create horror movies.
And I can see women really, they
There
probably,
was some great short films. They were amazing.
Yes, they enjoy Muscle Wolf Productions, I'm sure.
Yes.
You guys were very popular
I
with
know
the ladies.
them.
Probably the only time that we were ever told, please come to the after party. We need more guys. You'll never like.
Josi, where was I? What happened
Is
there?
that even a thing?
I've never heard of such a thing.
I know. Isn't that insane?
I've never heard that. I've heard, please go to the after party down the street. They need more guys. I've never heard, go to my after party. We need more guys. But,
Bill Moseley was there, too.
yeah, I love him from, and Bill Moseley from the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's known for Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yes, and
very good actor.
He's doing a new film with, oh boy, here we go, with names.
Why don't we get Bill Moseley on the show so he can tell us?
Exactly. Jen Lynch was there.
Jennifer Lynch, we were talking about that. I'm a big fan of Jennifer Lynch. If you're watching Jennifer Lynch, and I doubt you are, but if you are, I love Surveillance. I love Boxing Helena. We can talk all day. I think I'd probably marry you if you're really into that.
She's fun.
Ooh.
She's a lot of fun.
She's really
Could
cool.
you imagine being David Lynch's son-in-law? Well, not you, but me.
It could happen.
Well, yes.
Well, I mean, for her.
For
it's
her,
still
you never know.
possible. It would take a couple
Well,
of
it
years.
is legal in California. You could marry Jennifer Lynch, and I don't know what's going on with her.
It is legal now.
But Surveillance is great. I really like that movie.
Yeah, she's also in production with a new film too, with
Right.
Tim Roth.
It was a very
So it was.
Let's get Tim Roth on the show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, get on that, Josie.
Okay, I'll get on it. But
So, and did you see Natalie? Did you see
Comic-Con.
Natalie out there at the Viscera Film Festival?
I did see Natalie.
'Cause it was
She
her
was
birthday.
pushing. She was pushing the food, which was great. I
Yeah.
kept saying, "Come this way, hors d'oeuvres."
And yes, so you're wearing a skin tight outfit. We can see. So what else was happening this weekend?
Comic-Con.
I just let that one slip right by. Go ahead, Comic-Con.
I know, Comic-Con, and I'm still dressed for it. I had to come
That-
as a superhero today.
And it's awesome,
In
by the way.
honor.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
What superhero is
and
this?
This is
Really?
Batman.
Oh,
Hello.
I didn't. It's kind of stretched. You couldn't really see the bat. There's
There's a bat there.
a bat there. It's kind of
on
stretched.
my
I
chest.
It's kind of. I thought it was a stingray because it was stretched so much across your breast. I didn't really see. The yellow kind of faded because it's stretching so much across your enormous breast. No, you were Batgirl, and you were a big hit. We saw each other at Comic-Con briefly.
We did. You were doing interviews. How'd that go?
The interviews went great.
What
Putting the
happened
interviews on
with-
my computer didn't quite go so well.
He lost all the footage.
I was putting the interviews on my computer, and I pushed a button on my Zoom recorder, and I couldn't get them back.
So which interview was your highlight?
There were a lot
the
of
gay Tonto?
There were a lot of highlights. Now you spoiled it, but I interviewed a guy who was dressed like Tonto, like Johnny Depp Tonto.
Right.
He had the white and the black, the whole thing. I don't know why Tonto's in whiteface, but he was in whiteface, and so he was dressed as Tonto. So first, asked him a couple questions, then I asked him, since you were the only person that saw the movie, how is it? And he said, you know what? To be honest with you, I haven't seen it. I want to see it. I haven't seen it. And then I said, this is what the standard question I was asking everybody: who's the hottest superheroine? Wonder Woman, Xena, Storm, or Supergirl?
Wonder Woman.
Xena.
Xena?
Xena.
Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, what do you think?
I'm thinking Xena.
Xena?
Definitely Xena.
Well, first off, I don't think you can lose with any of them. And then he's like, I got to be honest with you, I'm gay. So Tonto was gay. There was also a guy, very butch-looking, dressed as Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, you got
So I was like, so who are you dressed as? I'm dressed as Alice in Wonderland. Like, geez, I didn't know Alice in Wonderland had an Adam's apple. I interviewed. They had protesters. You see the protesters?
I did. There was the
pictures.
They're at
Jesus.
all
The
cons,
Jesus
though.
Bible beaters, and they were right next to the strip bar. The girls giving out cards for the strip bar, so
yeah,
that was
appropriate,
perfect.
yeah.
And me giving out.
And those girls were,
flyers.
of course, half naked. So that.
Well, I
that made it
interviewed
even
one
better.
of the Bible beaters. It was a guy who was by himself. He was kind of on the other side, and turned out to be a nice guy. I was like, why are you protesting? He's like, I'm not really protesting. I'm just spreading the word.
Yeah.
I said, well, there are Jesus comic books. I've seen them. He's like, yeah, I know. And he's like, I like some comic books. And I asked him, like, who's the hottest superheroine that walked by? He's like, none of these girls are really hot. I'm like, okay, I'll see you later.
Now you're lying. What else?
Yeah,
what else?
I could see the wheels turning, but it wasn't quite
Like
going.
this is on video. None. I have seen no women pass by here.
But I gotta tell you,
Show
Josie,
that
I gotta hit more cons. Because
Half naked girls.
No,
huh?
but the girls were into me.
Oh, were they?
I was asking them, I'm like, why do you like nerdy guys? I ran into some thug nerds too.
Really?
They call themselves thug nerds because they had tattoos. So they both had girlfriends, so they weren't really nerds. So I was like, what do you like
Nerds
about
can
nerdy
have
guys? They're like,
girlfriends.
I like his tattoos. I'm like, that's not nerdy.
Hey, whatever works.
Right,
I mean,
right.
if a woman's got a booty, it's like I don't see anything else. So some women may see tattoos, and that's
Right.
it's like you got stars in your eyes. So.
Right. So, but I mean, that's not nerdy though. Tattoos. I've seen nerdy tattoos.
It depends what the tattoos are of.
It
Right.
could be like every
Yeah.
character from Big Bang Theory and some
Right.
Alf.
It could
and
be
Captain
Sonic.
Kirk.
Yeah, and
And
Sonic the
it could
Hedgehog.
be,
like
it
tearing
could be
up.
the original Nintendo.
Right.
Right.
It could be,
Is that
you
is
know,
that
All
nerdy,
the
or is
Star
that-
Wars
that's retro?
characters up in arms.
There you go.
Or
Yeah.
one of the best tattoos I've ever seen, which I know I will never see again. A
Right.
friend of ours, Billy, in the Midwest,
Mhm.
he wanted a tattoo that nobody would ever have. He has Belle from Beauty and the Beast playing Guitar Hero. That's something
Oh my god.
that, like, you'll never see again.
Well,
That's
in
well,
her
I
big
don't know.
dress, or is she in,
I think
in a
Ruru's
short
thinking about
dress?
getting that
She's in-
tattoo right now.
She's in
no,
her
no,
like
no,
formal
no.
ball gown and playing Guitar Hero.
That is so
Just
badass.
rocking out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't tell Josie that. She'll get that tattoo tomorrow.
I know. I'm running out of space.
Really? Yeah.
I'll have to say that the best part about Comic-Con was the parties.
How was the party? You went to the Evil Dead party.
I did. Red carpet.
Yes.
Very much fun. Corey Taylor from Slipknot
Nice.
Right.
gave us
I
a
remember
personal
saying,
performance.
hey, text me when you get in the party and tell me about it. No text. But Corey Taylor from Slipknot
Can't
was
be
there.
bothered with you.
Apparently not.
Aw.
Corey Taylor from Slipknot. Yes, well, my clown can be bothered with me. Clown, could you hit her for that, please? Roo Roo, could you hit
Oh,
her?
can you stand up for me, please?
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh. Oh, hold on. Turn just slightly.
There we go. Watch the chords and
Yes.
Damn.
she learned.
I'm
she
always
knows
getting
now.
hit on the show.
Spanking on the show. I love it. You didn't tell
You
us.
should have invited me to the Evil Dead party
Damn.
that Corey Taylor was at.
Okay.
Thank
there we go.
you.
Yes.
Well,
That
she's-
was yummy.
Yes, and the director and the cast and crew,
Of the Evil Dead.
of Evil Dead.
Was Ash there? Was Bruce Campbell there?
No Bruce Campbell. That was disappointing.
There's no Evil Dead without Bruce Campbell.
And the best part about the whole convention is I didn't bring it in. I got the swag of the day.
Well, what's the swag of the day? A Twilight dildo? What did you get?
No, even better. I got an exclusive badge from Walking Dead. A Sheriff Rick's badge.
How
There's only 10 of
Like,
them.
like a sheriff's badge.
Nice.
They told
Was
you
it
there
a
was only 10 of them.
raffle, or did
No,
you buy it?
there was. I got it from a friend that was on the panel.
Okay.
So pretty cool.
And what'd you have to do for that?
I didn't have to do anything for it.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm just curious.
I just had to be me.
It was the tattoos.
It must have been the tattoos.
Look at her.
Just charming.
Look at
My
her.
charming self.
I trust
She's
me.
amazing.
Trust me. She is amazing. I have looked at her. Actually, I saw her Saturday waking up with no makeup. I've seen her. I've seen her at all sorts of. I've seen Josie at her best.
Well,
I've seen
wasn't it-
Josie at her worst.
That sounds like you're implying.
No, you look
That
you
you're
look wonderful,
bad.
but
That you're a
it
very
wasn't
bad girl and
you
need to be
weren't
paddled
all
some more.
dolled up like you are tonight.
He needs a paddle.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, wait a second.
Yeah, we were gonna drive down to Comic-Con together, but
we
it
didn't.
didn't
Okay.
work out.
So
He wanted to leave that night.
I did leave that night because it's a whole thing anyway.
We'll drive down there for 5 hours and then turn around and come back.
That's what I did.
No bueno. That's what you did. No, that's not what I
Well,
did.
if somebody had texted me about a party, I might have stayed a little longer. But anyway, enough of Comic-Con business. We got two guys, Marv and Jared. As I said,
Hello.
they look like they sound like accountants, but look, they're
And a
big,
tiny bunny clown.
big and a tiny. Oh, Roo Roo the clown. Should we start with Roo Roo or should we start with the guys? No, she wants to start with you guys. Muscle Wolf Productions.
Yes.
So you guys, if you don't know Marv, if you don't know Jared, you guys have your own production company.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
For first off, to get these physiques, this is more like 15 minutes a day on a treadmill every other day. You guys work out,
Plastic surgery, actually.
really?
Oh.
Yeah, lots.
Really?
No.
'Cause
How much
No, we
I
work?
was gonna say.
How much work would it take to get Mark to look like one of you?
Yes.
We could kick his
How many
ass
years
and-
would that take?
Oh, no,
Honestly,
years.
and I won't give you a sarcastic answer, but honestly, in a year you would lose at least 30 to 40 pounds of
A
body
year.
fat and put on a good amount of muscle mass. But it's a matter of completely changing the lifestyle.
Yes, and it would be very painful.
Well, and it's a matter of
It would be
what
very
you
I'd be
actually.
very hungry.
But if it's even worth it to you, like if
Oh,
you,
it's totally worth it for me.
but I mean
Please,
the
look at
things,
me.
but the things that you have to give up to do it, because a
Right.
lot of people.
Masturbation.
No.
No,
You get to
never.
keep that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
Just the shitty food.
That actually helps. Masturbation actually.
Really?
helps.
Yeah, it builds forearms.
Is that how you get the big arms?
No, the forearms more.
Forearms,
mostly,
yeah. Because I think because
And front delts.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you guys are very impressive in that respect.
A lot of jacking
And after
off.
seeing these two, I'm sure, yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be all over the
You
place.
can work the tricep
Yeah.
reverse grip.
Oh, I thought that,
Reverse
yeah,
grip.
you gotta
See,
and
they
you
know what
gotta
they're
work both
talking
arms
about.
too. You gotta
Oh, yeah.
The
you gotta
switch.
have
Switch.
ambidextrous, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to cheat on one arm, you use the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you don't want like the one
Ac-
arm, yeah.
You don't have to cheat though. If you have open communication with each hand and they understand and they're
Right.
okay with it,
Right.
just whoever's not
Sometimes they
busy.
could join in together.
Sometimes
course,
one
yeah.
hand's busy,
Yeah,
with
you-
snacks and stuff.
Right, right.
It's a hand free.
Healthy snacks.
Healthy rice cakes.
You're George
exactly.
Costanza.
You know what? I never watched that show. I've
Oh,
seen maybe 4 or
see,
5
Oh, that's
he-
funny.
episodes of my life.
You
Keep
mentioned a character's
joining.
name, you know what the show is, but you
Well,
never
yeah,
seen it.
yeah. It's like if somebody says, many people say I look like Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones.
Right.
Who?
I've never seen it, but I know who he is.
My favorite
Right.
show.
Great
So-
show.
That's a
Does he
huge
look like Khal
compliment.
Drogo?
Yeah, a little bit.
When my hair's
yeah.
down a lot
yeah,
more.
I
And
can see
especially
that.
whenever I'm out at the clubs and wearing my, I guess for lack of a better term, like goth/fetish attire.
Sure.
Everybody
Sexy.
thinks, and my hair's down.
And I saw a picture of that. That was a loincloth.
yeah.
So you did research for the show.
I did the research this time.
Yes, you did lots of
Usually
research
he
this
does
time.
hours of research because
Yeah.
we always have a bunch of hot chicks, and that's why I said this time this show is.
It's funny you should mention that, Josie, because I was going to get into that because I was talking.
Although Roo Roo is very hot.
No, I did some research with Roo. Don't worry about that.
She is very
Trust
hot.
me, that's an
You
ongoing.
did your
yeah.
2 hours
That's
of
an
research.
ongoing research project. Don't worry about that.
Hey.
He means that in a good way.
No,
Like
I-
he wants
That's-
to
that's-
No, trust me.
continue.
It's stalking your
As
photos.
sad as it sounds, when a man says I masturbate to you, it is a compliment. It's the
not
weirdest
sad,
compliment. It's the
it's-
creepiest compliment you'll
There
ever
we go.
get.
Well, I don't know. I got a compliment just yesterday. Like someone wants to wake up with my makeup smeared all over their body.
Sexy.
And
Actually, who
that's
doesn't?
a compliment.
I can
Yeah,
understand
that is a
that.
compliment,
Yeah.
right?
It's a creepy
Like Shakes
compliment.
the Clown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Shakes-
no.
Did you see that? No? Oh, you have to
I think
see
that was
it.
before she was born. I remember Shakes the Clown.
It's vintage.
Yeah, it was Florence Henderson. had clown
Opening
makeup on.
scene,
Yeah.
Shakes is, making out with the Brady mom.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
She
Wow.
has
Henderson,
Shakes the
wow.
Clown all over her.
Yes. Bobcat Goldthwait and Florence Henderson.
Wow, what a combination.
Sex scene. You can't.
It's
you can't-
disturbing.
I need
to
But that's
check
why
this
it's funny.
out.
Yeah. But Roo Roo, how long have you been clowning?
I've been a clown for about 4 years.
Yeah, and what prompted you? Like,
Well, I've actually been in theater since I was a kid. I started taking classes at the music and art school,
right?
and then I was just a theater geek,
Yeah.
and I was always a little eccentric,
You don't say.
if you can't tell.
But a lot of theater geeks don't become clowns.
I know.
Like
so
Daniel Day-Lewis didn't become a clown; he became an actor.
Well, my mom is actually very funny, and I guess she was part of my inspiration to become a clown, because I used to be a contortionist professionally, and
Ah.
then
Show us the arm thing you do.
Oh, yeah.
wait, can I do this thing? Because
Do
this
whatever you
one's
think.
kinda-
Yeah,
okay.
please.
Okay, so your arm bends this way. Everyone, extend your hand out. Just do this.
I'm afraid of what I'm about
Yes.
to
Do
say.
this. Just like,
Yes.
I'm
just
gonna
like
be
oh my
impressed.
god, just do that. So you guys can see how that mobility is.
That
Okay,
looks
so
pretty
now it gets
Okay,
fun.
we're all
because-
gay men. Okay, that's
So now we're gonna get our hand,
Mhm.
firmly grab your hand, and twist it out, and then twist, and then twist.
No, I'm sorry.
So-
that's
I
not
gotta go to the
okay.
gym
That's
tonight.
a
No way.
try.
No.
So it's essentially this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That looks like it hurts really bad.
Well, actually, I can do that with my thumb
Oh
as
my
well.
Oh!
I'm glad the microphones are blocking.
The-
No,
that's
please,
okay.
we gotta get a
Well,
shot.
but actually, here, hold my leg real
Oh,
quick.
Oh, I like this one.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
now
what's
we're-
happened,
now we're
but
getting
it always
somewhere.
starts. Yeah, that's always the
okay,
start
we'll
of a
do
great
this one
story.
later.
Put this
But-
on your shoulder.
Oh, that. Do that, yes, like that. Just pull.
I've got an idea where to put the camera.
No, so right there, I think you guys can see that.
Oh, she's taking her kneecap and going it back and forth.
It looks like an egg yolk.
Yeah. So I
What
do
a compliment!
That. Oh yes.
Your
how-
kneecap looks like an omelet. That's good.
It does. She just wants to eat me up.
So you guys thought you were going to be like the impressive bodies here, but
No,
look at
when
this.
I heard contortion, I knew there was. Yeah, I'm very impressed. It's obviously something I could never do. But when I see it, it's just the fact that most bodies don't do that. It just kind of like makes me
it's
shudder.
fine. Here, let me pull my shirt up a bit so I can show you the arm thing.
Yes, the arm.
we want the arm thing.
We want the arm thing. Well, this is a very tight shirt. I didn't
Now,
bring a
when
spandex
did you
shirt.
first start doing contortion?
Oh, when I was a baby, I actually didn't know that it was unusual what I could do. Like, I could swallow my tongue, and I didn't actually learn that was a trick until,
Oh, I
like,
bet your mom
last
loved
year.
that. She's choking again.
No, actually, I like to play with my tonsils, so my tongue can actually come all the way down here. Look.
She's got
I
a-
bet a
Look
lot
at
of
my
boys do
throat.
too.
No. She's got a very impressive tongue. I've
Here.
seen it.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
yes.
could do that.
But now it's going to go inside. Now look
Oh,
at my
wait,
throat.
okay.
I love this show.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah. There she goes. It's down here.
Oh my god.
Yep, it's
That's
pushing
like
out
a
a throat.
That's like an Exorcist Linda Blair kind of
It's a
thing.
pelican
Remember
thing.
she did
With a clown face too.
Oh,
with
yeah.
a clown face.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my god. Oh wow.
there's lots of things. But this one that I can now do without that is my arm kind of just extends this way, and then it just goes.
It does more. Oh god.
Whoa.
There's no limit.
Yep, you're right, Mark. She's got us beat.
I would say so.
I can also jump rope with my arms. I actually brought a pair of real handcuffs to show that if there's time.
There'll be time. We'll
There'll be
make we'll make
for
time.
arm jump roping.
We'll make time.
Human jump rope.
But so I mean, you say you do it as a.
Oh, okay.
When
So
were you
I got-
conscious of doing it?
Okay, so I was a contortion person. And then they were always trying to hire my mom at this clown company because she's very funny.
Right.
And she's always encouraged me to pursue whatever I like. And they're like, okay, well, I'm funny and you guys keep wanting to hire me, but she has a salon and her passion is making people beautiful. And she's like, I'm going to send my daughter. She's not me, but she's my daughter.
Mhm.
And she sent me, and they're like, so what's your background? And I told them a bit, and they're like, okay then. go see what we're about. And I started clowning the week after that.
Did you go to the circus? Did you like clowns and stuff in the circus?
Well,
you like a big ICP fan? I mean,
well, growing up, I mean, I've watched a lot of clown movies, and I never thought I would be a clown. Growing up, it wasn't.
What's a clown movie you would recommend?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes.
Awesome
Yes.
movie.
So creepy. I love
Killer
it.
Clowns from Outer Space.
How about
definitely.
It?
Oh my God, scary movie with the clown under the bed. She's like, yeah, there you are.
Because everybody now says they're scared of clowns. This is like a recent phenomenon. Everybody's like, I'm scared of clowns.
I don't know. The thing is that
Love
when
clowns.
I'm working, I get guys that are like, I'm afraid of clowns, but I hired you for my son, and I have a new fetish now, and I'm like, I'm gonna go make balloons now. Excuse me.
They have a new fetish because they saw what you could do with your tongue.
And the body.
Oh my God. It's like they were.
I think the new fetish is you.
It's
Oh
just
my
that-
God! Look at that.
Jesus
I don't know.
Christ.
It's just, you know.
I don't think that leg's hers. That's got to be fake.
Yeah.
No, trust me.
I'm
That's
looking
the,
for the stunt guy.
There's a spider behind you on the wall.
I'm
I know.
looking
I
for her
just saw
double.
that too.
Oh, there really is a spider.
Oh,
Oh.
no! Oh.
You know what kind of spider that is? A dead one.
Okay. But when you contort, you contort backwards,
Oh yeah, we
mostly-
had this. Some
yeah.
people contort
'Cause Sinfist
forward.
is-
Yeah, I
contortionist.
do backwards.
and she does forwards.
Yeah, I mostly do backwards.
Nobody can do both.
I can do forward my legs, but right now I can't. I mean, I've got like 20 layers of clothing.
Right.
I can count them for you. So right now I can't do forward, but I can do some forward.
I can count them too.
There
Such
goes
places.
one. There goes
As they're coming off, yes. And
You can
by the
count
way,
from-
I'm
Actually,
surprised
you
you
guys
didn't kill
can
that
count
spider
for me.
with your foot.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have
You
kicked him in the face.
Contorted over there to
Right,
kill
right.
that spider.
I don't
with
want
your
to kick him in
superpowers.
the face. That would be mean.
Yes. I think these two are writing a movie as we speak. Because Muscle
yeah.
Wolf Productions,
Oh yeah.
you guys are not just big, brawny, dumb guys. You guys write, you produce.
We're a little dumb.
No, I mean like
Wow.
like these, the stereotype of the bodybuilder is like,
I
They
think we're
work
geeks.
out.
That
and-
stereotype, it does exist. Obviously, that stereotype wouldn't come about if there weren't people that were like that. But
Yeah.
that's definitely not us.
Right.
We're nerds. We're geeks that just
Right.
happen to end up putting on muscle mass.
What's the
You
geekiest
guys
thing?
started by going to conventions, right? You guys were running around at all the horror movie conventions.
We actually kind of started. Competed as a bodybuilder for many years, and I was asked to audition for a film in New York City, a horror film in 2005. I'm a big horror film fan. I have been since I was a kid. So I got the part. Never acted before. Acting wasn't really anything that I wanted to do, or I mean, I did not want to do it. It just wasn't something I planned. Got the part. Film got a big following. Then I got offered role after role after role, which was awesome. I got an acting coach, and then basically, thank you. Basically, we one of the films we did was called Sculpture, and had all these big guys getting massacred by this girl, and she was putting
That
their
sounds
body
very
parts.
sexy.
It's a pretty cool film, and she's putting their body parts in her artwork. So,
Oh.
yeah,
Real body parts.
well, yeah, like arms, legs, heads, penises, everything.
Right.
So we were touring with the film, or going to the conventions, me and the guys, and somebody said, you guys are kind of like, and I can't say it, but I told you this.
Yeah, like the Chippendales of horror.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. It's
So-
like the male dancers, like you
Right.
guys are just beefcake of horror.
Exactly.
I
basically.
didn't bring any big dollars. I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness. We need gas money, God. So, but so we that kind of stuck, and we kind of
I have a few bucks you could borrow.
we kind of put this together, and nobody was doing this in the horror world. There's so many women in horror, the scream queens, but nobody was doing guys,
right.
in horror. And we had a big,
The scream queens.
yeah,
I was gonna
scream
say-
queens.
Scream queen.
I was gonna
All
say,
the
you guys got a good
scream
stream
queens.
going on.
We don't really, we scream some. But so we had all these guys. We started going to the conventions, and we did our first film, and we just released it last year. And right now we're in talks with the network about our reality show, which we shot the pilot. We've signed with ADA Management out of Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And right now we're looking at a web series and a couple other films.
That's great, yeah.
And he and I.
How many of you are there?
There's 5 of us.
Ooh.
And few of you got cast for 300 for the new 300.
Yeah,
you
I
did.
did. Yeah.
Well,
Awesome.
first
You're
off,
gonna
how's
be a
there a new
Spartan?
300? I don't know how there's a new 300. He died at the end. And then
It's it continues on. It's basically the start of it is the queen taking the rest of the Spartan soldiers
Right.
into war, the Greeks, the Greek army. So it's actually, from what I understand, because I wasn't in the actual principal filming. They did all the principal filming in Bulgaria. I was in all the shooting that was in LA. It's more about Xerxes and his army. So it's a lot of just over the top, just really badass, just really like dark, demonic kind of stuff.
Because I thought that was like the one movie that was like, okay,
everybody's
story,
dead.
Beginning, middle, and end. It's
like Hamlet 2.
Okay, it made money. Let's go.
Like Thelma and Louise, or can't be.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not doing that. But then, who knows?
But yeah, it's.
Because I could see you guys doing that. Because
history has 1,000 wars. It could go on forever.
Yes. 300 the Hitler years. I understand.
The 300 tanks.
Yeah,
Hitler, you.
Exactly. But you guys, I mean, because there was a big. I mean, honestly, in the 80s, there's Sylvester Stallone, there's Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't see a lot of that now. The Rock is like the only thing. Yeah, The Rock is the only one.
Mark Wahlberg a little bit, but he's dwarfed by The Rock.
Well, and Vin Diesel was doing some stuff too, but he hasn't really done much.
Yeah, but he's not. I mean, he's not as muscular as you guys.
He was when he started. I mean, if you remember in the beginning, Vin was pretty big. But now he's.
I don't remember.
I remember.
I think.
Do you remember?
I remember.
Yeah, was he?
I remember.
A poster on her ceiling.
I envy you guys, and I might take you up on that ear thing because you guys are like. I showed you pictures to some girls I know, and I've never seen girls react like this to anybody. I saw the picture. There's a picture of you where it's like it just cuts off right before your penis. And
actually, because it is cut off.
I had my penis cut off in a movie,
like
a horror film.
Yeah,
it was real.
No, it was like right the 6-pack abs, and there's like a whole foot of stomach, and then it just cuts off right before I'm assuming there is a penis, and then a picture of you, and they're like, and these girls like when they talk about their boyfriend, he's like, he's nice, we have a good time, he took me to a party, so. You're gonna have those guys on your like, you know those guys? I'm like, yeah. Wow. They were just amazed.
But we're such geeks. After they meet us, we're like, it's not a big deal, really.
They don't even have. Well, he has tattoos, but they don't even
they'd
have
probably
lots
be
of tattoos.
Don't talk.
Yeah. Well, you guys don't need tattoos.
Zip it.
Don't say a word.
Yeah, you guys don't need tattoos. You got the muscles.
I got the tattoo. We have, our twins. We have identical twin bodybuilders that are all part of our group, and they're all tattooed up.
For next week.
The barbarian guys?
I know who you mean, the barbarian brothers from the 80s. Yeah.
Well,
so these are like the new. Well, now
they could be.
They
could be.
I'm saying it. The new barbarian brothers.
We call them the twins of evil. They're the Barbosa brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
The Barbosa brothers.
Yes.
I think that alone that goes well. Barbosa.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see a lot of buff people in horror movies. Toxic Avenger, maybe that's.
Speaking of which, I saw him this weekend.
You saw the Toxic Avenger?
Yes. Trauma was at.
Is this another Tales from the Crapper?
We had a Tales from the Crapper reunion.
Oh my God!
Smokey was there.
She won't get over the. Why wasn't this in your Hollywood Report? I'm talking to these guys. Who gives a shit about Tales from the Crapper?
I forgot about it.
Trauma rocks, by the way.
Trauma is great.
We see them at a lot of the conventions that we go to.
We work with a lot of people that work with Trauma.
Uncle Lloyd, my buddy.
Lloyd's awesome. He's an awesome guy. Really
but I don't see why not, because you guys would be a lot scarier than like some of these, Chucky dolls and like other shit that's horror movie stuff.
Yeah, well, it depends. It depends on everybody's got their thing that scares the shit out of them. Me, it's dolls.
I was going
to say,
mannequins.
Have you guys seen The Conjuring yet?
I can't wait to see it.
I heard the doll, Annabella.
Oh yeah,
I've heard it.
What scares you, Marv?
Well, I'm scared of satanic stuff. I was raised Catholic, so like the stuff, the early, like The Exorcist. One of the scariest movies I think is The Sentinel, a frightening film from the 70s. But the occult. A movie I can't wait to see The Conjuring. I'll see it because I love that stuff, but I'm scared by it.
It's supposed to be one of the scariest movies ever made.
And it's based on Lorraine.
A true story.
Yeah, Lorraine and Ed Warren, who investigated all the stuff in the 70s, Amityville Horror and all that.
Right.
My next door neighbor, she's this Russian, slightly older lady, and she says that when she was a kid, this stuff was going on, and that they would send news crews and reporters, and people just couldn't believe that this wasn't a hoax.
I don't believe that. Well, some of us hoax, but I think.
And of course, slightly older for you is like 30, but.
She's in her 70s.
Okay, that's slightly older.
Slightly older.
But people,
Jane,
I'm sure people would think they're hoaxes.
What scares you?
What scares me? Oh, I look in the mirror every day. That scares me. But no, what scares me? No, what? Trust me, I'm not. I'm very squeamish.
Obviously not clowns.
No, clowns I like. Clowns don't scare me, but
it is now.
As far as horror movies, what scares me, what I really think, it's boy. You can put me on the spot. Roo Roo, what scares you?
Well, not horror movies and definitely not the occult. And not clowns. Not mass murders. Not
Mormons?
Not Mormons, actually, surprisingly. They're entertaining. No, what scares me is drowning. So something like 2012. And actually Armageddon also. Things like that.
Josie, what scares you?
Not much.
I didn't think so.
My next birthday.
Aww.
Yes. Well,
You're
that's
young,
that's
come
when you go
on.
into triple digits. But what scares me is
Oh.
oh, come on. No, what actually, it's funny you should say water because
He's being polite tonight.
yeah. No, what's interesting you should say water because I guess when I was a kid, I actually still don't know how to swim.
What?
Because when I was a kid, my parents took me to see some Jaws ripoff or something.
Oh.
I got scared of the water, and we lived in Florida. We lived right by the beach. I never learned how to swim, and drowning is a fear, I guess. And I'm trying to think what else scares me. Like zombies don't scare me, vampires don't scare me, stuff like that. But weird creepy sounds here and there, dude. They do scare you. You don't know what's going on. But
Well, I almost drowned, which is how I became scared of drowning.
that would probably do it.
That various times I've almost drowned.
No, I've done that myself. I've had people push me into pools at parties and stuff. and
I
like,
actually
In
have
the ocean.
a nightmare every week about getting thrown or falling into a pool with my iPhone in my pocket.
Oh.
That scares
That's
me.
a reality.
Yeah,
That is a
really
nightmare.
scares me.
And,
You wake up. Oh God.
Oh God, where is it? It's plugged in. It's
Yeah.
fine. I have free text.
It's safe.
and as you can see, working out scares me. But Roo Roo, so you not only do you do contortions, you're a magician's assistant.
I am, but that's not as a clown.
That's not as a clown. That's as
in
your
my
usual
normal life.
beautiful self. And let me tell you, I've seen her without the makeup. Hot.
He's lying.
You've seen her without the makeup. Hot. Am I lying?
I haven't seen you.
You've seen pictures without the makeup.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, trust me on this.
You were
I've only
dedicated
seen you
to
in
the
makeup.
research.
Trust me. We'll have to do
I
some
think
research.
he's done extensive research.
I've done
He
extensive.
does when it comes
I
to
make
the
sure and do extensive
females.
research.
And you did the research on us, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Well, she was like, she just called me. She's like, I got these two guys. You gotta have them. But she showed me the pictures. You already told me about Muscle Wolf Productions before, and look, she just bit her lip too. It's just, so which one do you like, Josie? Marv or Jared?
You can't put her
I
on
think
the
they're
spot
both
like that.
great.
There you
Thank
go.
you. We're
can't-
so
you can't
different.
lose, huh?
Yeah, you got a
Can't
blonde,
lose.
you got a
Can't
blonde, you
lose.
got a brunette.
Oh, actually, we have a blonde and a redhead. Who wants to be the blonde? Raise your hand.
I'm a blonde.
You're blonde? Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. We're
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah,
the clown.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
The clowning has started.
I
Hold on.
love this. Come on. Oh yeah.
You're the
This is gonna be
blonde.
great.
Okay.
And you are the redhead.
I'll put it on. I'm already burning up and sweating. I'll put it on for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then once I start doubling the sweat,
Is that okay, Roo Roo?
That's
How's
fine.
that?
That's
on
beautiful.
top of the headphones.
That is beautiful.
I gotta do the headphones.
I think yes. Now here's the show. Anybody coming
Yeah.
in the middle of the show,
How's
boy,
that?
have you missed it.
Like,
That
what's
is
the
beautiful.
backstory?
Super
That's
sexy.
good.
Is it good?
That is
Actually, you
beautiful.
look like the Alice in Wonderland girl at the,
Oh,
at the
really?
Comic-Con. Seriously.
I'm that hot.
And you, you don't look that
I
different
look
from
like
Carrot
the
Top.
new. I was gonna say the new Carrot Top, but
Carrot Top
no
with a tan.
freckles with a tan.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. We got
Oh,
Yeah.
it.
So I've seen Carrot Top in person. He's pretty buff.
I'm
He has no
trying.
lower body though. He's one of those guys who does not work out his legs. He still
Right.
has old Carrot Top legs.
Now, is that a steroid thing? Because I've heard like
No, it's a most guy kind of thing.
they just don't like working
Guys
out their
don't like
legs?
working out legs. They just want to work out their
Because it's
biceps,
yeah, guys want to work out chest and biceps.
Right.
Most guys.
the showcase muscles.
Yeah,
Yes, the
which
beach- the beach muscles.
which is wrong because you want to work out those legs and the hiney.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the girls
Definitely
see
Squats.
the butt.
Squats.
Somebody needs to
Yeah.
do some
Squat
squats.
day.
Because I know in your extensive research, these guys do squats, right?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
You looked
Would-
at our tushes, didn't you?
She just
No,
looked on
I didn't,
Facebook.
but I will now.
Actually, you guys now, since you guys
Now I
brought
have to
it
do
up,
further research.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Right. So, but anyway, you're a magician's assistant.
we were on their butts. How did we get back to me?
Oh, you want to talk about their butts? Let's talk
Of
about their
course,
butts.
yes.
Oh, what do you want to know?
How often do you work out your butt?
Well, I do, and we both do.
How often do you work
cardio.
out your butt, the
we do,
clown
we-
ass?
we do cardio on a like a treadmill at a like 15-degree angle, like you're going uphill. So that gives me a great ass. I mean, because you don't just and I had no ass for a long. They used to call me buttless Blauvelt. My last name is Blauvelt.
Aw.
So I had no butt. I had like a flat kind of thing going. So
Right.
that really builds up your ass if you want to. To build up your ass. So
Have you guys
I
ever
do that
auditioned
now.
and they have you take off your shirt or check
I have,
show
actually.
your
Mo-
show your glutes and
I
stuff
have.
like that?
Yeah, most.
Well, then we don't
you
want
made us
that.
do that. You mean you've made us take off our
How do you
shirts?
think
No,
how do you
I
think she
got
became
you.
a co-host of this show?
Well,
It's a very extensive audition process.
It was. I mean, that was like
Yeah.
that was thorough. I mean,
Wow.
The couch is right over there. Trust me.
Yeah.
Roo Roo, you're next. We might be.
What?
Well, no. Okay. Anyway, so.
What? She said what?
But they have you take your clothes off.
I did an audition where I had to take my shirt off, and
Right.
there was like 4 of us, and they said, let me get
As
this
you
hair out of my
whip your
face.
hair.
Yeah, I like the share thing. There's
I
4
whip
of
my
us,
hair
and
back
they said,
and
will you
forth.
take your shirts off? It was for a construction worker role.
Right.
So yeah, so we all had. I mean, I had the lines, but they didn't even want me to read.
And you
They're
guys-
just like, you have it.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
worry about
They
the
were like,
reading.
it's you.
I got the part. Yeah,
See,
but
this
which
is
was
what-
cool.
This is what I'm getting.
There was
at.
about 3 of us. that
It's
got
weird
part.
being a guy and being a sex object, isn't it?
Actually, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I would say cool, yeah, but
have
I'm
no
sorry.
idea
I'm sorry.
what
I'm
it's
getting
like.
away from the humor on this, but no, I actually feel fortunate to actually be able to be in the shoes to know what it's like, what a female actually has to go like every day.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Oh, yeah.
So just to be able, instead of just trying to like think about it, like I know,
Right.
I have a good idea. Not that I have to go through it every day, but you know, as far as in movies or
People whistling at you, grabbing your ass, and
yeah,
they want to feel your muscles.
Wanting to
and-
paddle you.
Well, that's you putting wigs on you.
putting wigs
Yeah.
and lipstick and making
But
me
it's-
squeal like a pig.
It's weird, right? Yeah, because
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
No.
You're jumping ahead.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. It will get there.
Ooh,
Okay.
yay!
But
I
it-
hope so.
and you
I'm sweating a little more.
and you guys have a big gay following.
We have a huge gay following.
And what's wrong with
Try
that?
There's nothing wrong with that. at all.
No, trust me, our entire group, we are
She's
very.
gonna cuff you boys.
The handcuffs came out.
They're real.
I thought those were for you.
Well, I'm going to use them, but you guys are also going to get cuffed.
Okay.
Ooh. What
It's
kind of
just-
show is this?
It's just
one?
a dark Mark show. Yeah. People get handcuffed. People get wigs. We didn't even tell you about the spanking train yet, did we? Josie, did you tell them about the spanking train?
No.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
I thought I'd leave that.
Yeah.
I didn't want them to cancel.
There's certain information we withhold.
Yeah.
But because I had a friend, he was a Centerfold and Playgirl. I was telling you about this.
Yes.
And he did a signing. I'm like, oh, that's gotta be great. It's all these girls trying to get. It's like,
And it was
oh,
all men.
It's all dudes. It's like
Women don't. No, women don't. It's same with like strip clubs. If you're a guy and you actually want to go dance at a strip club, it doesn't matter what your actual sexual preference is. If you're dancing and you want to make money, you dance at a gay club. Women don't.
Are
I mean, women
stingy?
don't tip.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
women don't tip.
Really?
Yeah.
They want to
Even-
save their money for shoes.
Yeah, and I am the guy
Women,
who
you
will
don't
go shoe
tip?
shopping with you.
I tip.
Okay.
I
Well,
tip.
even at like a gay
Right.
strip club, usually when women come in, they're having a good time, and they don't
Right.
they don't tip.
Men are
I-
more
I'm
visual.
not-
Bottom line.
I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. I know it sounds like I'm like bitching or whatever, but no, that's just usually how it is. If you're a guy and you want to dance at a club and make money, you have to be very comfortable in your sexuality and
Sure.
be dancing at a gay club.
But I will say I used to strip. So
Okay.
women as a group, like when you get hired for a party,
Right.
are crazier than men. Way crazy. A group of women like at a bachelorette party are
Yeah.
nuts. And I've had some situations that were pretty scary. I
Really?
They
wanna
get very
gra-
grabby, don't
yeah,
they?
I had a woman grab my penis, and I thought she
That's-
would rip
that's
it right
horrifying.
off. No, I thought she was going to rip it off. I mean, I'm
Mark
like,
hasn't had that in years.
Yeah, so
Oh.
That's months. But anyway, you
I
like
honestly-
really hard,
like
right?
and I thought
Like,
she was
this
gonna,
isn't real.
Like, yeah, I was like, oh my god, I thought she was going to rip it off.
Was it was soft, I would imagine, right?
Well, yeah, and it got softer. It was like scared.
Right.
I was scared like a turtle.
Turtle.
It went to shell, So,
And I bet you let go at that point.
I tried. I was like, hey, and so scarier situations with women than stripper for men. Well, much scarier. Like crazy drunk women is nutty. Just going.
But
Really?
do they pay? I mean, obviously,
well,
there's a set
for a
rate.
gig like that, I get a set rate, but
Right.
but not as well as men. You're right, not as well as men. But at a gig like that, they pay a certain amount of money to get a guy there.
What was the
take
most
it you guys-
requested outfit?
Probably a cowboy.
Oh, cowboy.
Yeah, and
I thought it was going to be a firefighter.
well,
or
and
cop
with
or
me with the
something.
Which one of the village people is the most?
probably the cowboy.
most
And you know what?
desired?
I know him. It's Randy. He came to He came to the sculpture.
Randy Jones. I
Randy
think.
Jones. He
Right,
came to
right.
the sculpture screening in New York that I was.
No,
at.
I
met
went
him.
to. He had a show. I went to one of the shows, but
He still wears the hat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Still wears the hat.
I would too.
Yeah, because that's what he's known for.
Yeah.
But that was probably the most popular.
Grand Poobah.
The Grand Poobah
Oh,
is here.
that's good. That's good.
And never trust a clown. But so you guys are stripped for at gay clubs, I'm guessing.
I've tried dancing a couple times just because it is good money, and I was offered a good
Right, I'm not-
appearance
yeah,
fee.
yeah.
But I hated dancing. It was just a matter of I just didn't want to be like up on stage.
Right.
And it's rare that I'm actually in the mood to dance. I can dance. It's just I rarely want
Right.
to. So if I'm up on stage, it's going to be obvious that I don't want to be there, and then it just
But
like that's going to ruin everybody's
You've
experience.
done bodybuilding competitions?
No, I've actually never competed. I
Okay.
train bodybuilding style, which means I train to gain size.
Right.
But at this point, I don't really want to compete. I mean,
Okay.
that's like the really, really hard part.
No, I actually I have, as odd as it may seem, I have some experience because my father was an amateur bodybuilder when I was a kid. And
Okay.
It's a hard job. I did it for
so
10
when you
years.
rebel against him and get this out of shape, you're doing something right. But anyway, he used to train down in Florida. I met Franco Colombo and all those guys, and so it's serious business to get in shape like you guys is. It's definitely it's a full-time job.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
What is it? 2 hours a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right now, I feel very fortunate. I've been very busy with work and auditions and everything. I haven't been able to get into the gym any more than, and I'm going to really sound like a princess when I say this because I'm spoiled. No more than 3 to
Roo Roo,
4
get the
times a
wig.
week. I know most people are like, yeah, what's the point? I normally get in the gym 6 to 7 days a week as
Right.
far as working out, but right now I'm lucky to get in there 3 or 4 times
For
a week.
for 300, do you have to like do extra?
No, it was pretty much just we were cast as we were.
Okay.
We still had to audition. It wasn't really just solely about the physique. It was about your movement, your overall look, things like that. So I was actually the only guy that had long hair. And I had a full beard, and
Well, you got the 300 look. There's no
Oh,
question
yeah.
about it.
I was actually.
You look more like Gerard Butler than he does these days.
I know.
He looks weird. You shave the beard, he looks weird.
He does.
Right?
He does.
Well,
It's not hot
especially when
anymore,
we all know him for that role. If he departs from that look,
Right.
then it's like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah. I remember he did Dracula. He didn't have like. Remember he was in Dracula?
No, not
He
at
did,
all.
he was a Dracula.
Really?
He did a Dracula movie. Dracula 2000. He was Dracula.
Oh,
really?
yeah, he was.
You know, there's a new Dracula series coming out.
Yes.
Really?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh. I
That'd be
didn't
cool.
know
On on a network or
Yeah.
what's your,
Yeah,
what-
it's
Yeah.
Jonathan Rhys Meyers is Dracula. But you guys, it's weird because I was gonna say if you guys get into action movies, like you're like way bigger than like if Tom Cruise or
'Cause
Jason Statham came up to you guys, they look insignificant. Like there's no way they could kick your ass.
It's hard to get cast sometimes,
Right.
because being the muscle thing, a lot of people want smaller guys.
Right.
I think you have to be specific about the roles. I like to play doctors and lawyers, that kind of stuff, but I have to kind of cover up,
Right.
so.
Right.
Do you get a lot of jail roles?
I get child rapist, I get wife beater, I
All
get
right.
What a
I
compliment.
can see
yeah,
that.
I get demonic.
that.
I can see that, wife beater. I can see
Caretaker,
that.
I get all that.
We're looking for a child raper. Let's
Yeah.
get Marv.
There's Marv.
Yeah.
There's my picture.
like,
you know?
oh, I have. Let me see. Oh yeah, he's our quintessential child rapist.
Right. So I can imagine you're like you're the guy in prison that the guy accidentally bumps into, and like, give me a cigarette, like that kind of guy, right? How many prison movies have you been in? Any?
A couple so far.
Right.
I was a prisoner in Human Centipede 3.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
And no, and before and
We talked about
yeah,
that. I
everybody is.
forgot
Oh,
about
were you part of?
that.
No, there's many roles besides the Centipede. I was not part of the Centipede.
He wasn't part of the.
I didn't see
Ass
it.
to
the
mouth. He
body.
wasn't
There's
ass to
no,
mouth.
There's trust me. There's no
There's
way
spoofs
they get you into
on
the
that.
Centipede. Please.
Well, there were a lot of people in the Centipede. I was fortunately not one of them, but no,
How
I
many
actually got
people
to
did
do
it take to become the centipede?
This one's
I
a big
don't think
one.
I know I'm not allowed to reveal that number because it's that part is
It's trade secret.
yeah it's
Right.
like one of the things that
So
you know,
somebody goes to
waiting for people
jail
to see.
and you're there.
Well, but I did some stunt work. It was actually my first
okay.
time doing stunt work. So
All right.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of great guys
Right.
on the cast. A lot of people who I've been seeing playing convicts and prisoners my whole
Right.
life growing up. So it was very surreal
Right.
getting to work alongside them.
Right.
Let's see. I've been cast as an actual bodybuilder a lot of times. Yesterday I played a galactic garbage man.
Ooh.
So I had like kind of garbage man pants, whatever that is, and without a shirt, we had like radiation burns all over our
It's
shoulders.
nice to see the garbage men in the future. Are
Do you
gonna be
have
in better shape.
pictures?
I'm sure some will pop up on Facebook. never take pictures myself. I just wait. Anything that ever happens in the history of the world, it will end up on Facebook. So if you just wait, you'll see pictures of yourself.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of times what I do.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the pictures from the Segura Film Fest from all of us. I haven't seen any of them.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
We'd
Well,
love to see
Well,
Josie had her
those-
Facebook hacked. That's all that. But speaking of stunt work,
Really?
Roo Roo,
yeah, that's my new page.
I had to talk her out
Lost
of.
I lost about 10,000 pictures.
I had to talk Roo Roo out of spitting fire today. Fire
Gee, he
eating.
did. I was about to grab my gas, and he's like, I was about to grab my fuel, and he's
That
like,
would've went up.
We don't have
he's
big
like,
enough
no.
ceilings.
Yeah, he said, I'm not
he's
gonna.
like,
I'm not gonna
no.
set Emery's apartment on fire.
I'm like, so no? He's like,
You were so
no.
disappointed.
Neighbors would love that.
And I'm like, okay.
And she takes. She was.
Oh,
I
no.
like take
You're
the torch
taking
out. He had my bag.
She was
in his
stomping
hand.
her little
And,
clown booties
and, like-
on. I
Yeah.
gotta take the torch out and put
And,
it down.
and he's just like, I didn't even see the torch.
So, but yeah. So I'm sorry, but you do eat fire.
I do.
And how did you start that?
Well, actually, my master is actually the one that taught me. The reason I say master
your
is
master?
And
because-
who's your master?
well, master as in master and apprentice.
Your
not
master
master
Vader?
as
Master
in
and
no,
master and
actually,
servant, or
That's why I was waiting. I'm like, okay,
No,
waiting.
so-
no? If master as a masturbator, that would be me, and I didn't teach her how to.
No.
So
You're a great master debater, I hear from your neighbors, but no. No.
Let's talk about
They're
fire
awake for
eating.
those
I'll do
30
the
seconds.
jokes.
Yes. Okay, fine.
You do the fire eating. I'll do the jokes. I think you need a handcuff for that one.
Oh, okay. So Michael Vile is actually my magician master. He's
Michael
my
Vile, we've
teacher.
had on the show. He's a great magician. He actually did the theme
And,
song for the show that you
Oh,
heard.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so he's the one that's taught me magic and he's the one that's taught me fire eating.
Did he teach you
and-
handcuffs?
No, that's mine.
Like, no,
that
we don't know
has
how
nothing
to
to
get
do
out of
with
these.
magic.
So
He hasn't taught me that yet.
So when you do fire eating, like, how does somebody teach you how to do it? Do you make mistakes? I mean, does it?
I've actually only almost hurt myself once. He's a very good teacher. You shouldn't do it without proper training.
I would hope
yeah.
so.
You will kill yourself, or you will wind up in the intensive care unit. And there's YouTube videos, actually, if anyone wants to try. I'm not telling you to go do what the YouTube video is saying. I'm just saying there's people who try to teach you with the new media forms, and there's nothing like being taught one-on-one
Yeah.
what to do. It's like you guys. You guys could tell me, like, oh, do this, do that. But if you guys aren't there and you guys aren't like, no, you have to pace yourself, no, you're doing that wrong,
Right.
it's not the same.
So someone has to spot you when you do fire eat.
Someone has to spot you when you're doing any of these things, because these things, there's no trick to them. The trick is that you do them. That's the trick. The trick is that there is no trick.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
It's like this.
Is it going to come out the other side? Or is it just going
No,
all the
it's
way
Is
just
that
going in.
more contortion? Or?
tickling her brain?
No, that's just going in, you know?
There's
She's
no
just-
trick.
my
It's
God.
just in there.
That
It's-
went way in.
Yeah, exactly. That's, you
Now
know,
what?
that's the trick with fire eating. You just
Okay, she's putting the glove back on.
If you're gonna learn how to pick boogers, you have to have somebody
Like Roo Roo.
that's
I
expert.
spotted her
Yes.
on that one.
She
Did you?
spotted me,
Oh,
and she
good.
did a great job of
Oh,
spotting
good.
me.
Thanks for doing it with that hand too. You did it with this hand. Who knows what would happen? So you were in A&E Freak Show.
I was, very briefly.
What were you doing?
They gave me a bunch of balloons, and I was just hopping around, chanting, jumping, passing out flyers, you know. Actually, Creature was very happy that I was there that
who's
day.
Creature?
Creature is
I've
actually...
never seen the show. I'm sorry.
Oh, Creature is the most pierced and tattooed man in America.
You've never seen him?
You've never seen him?
I've
Made
been
a-
busy doing research for the show.
A lot of his tattoos he's made himself. He's tattooed himself.
And
He's
you
got
could
like
tell.
100. Yeah, he's got like
They look
100
like it.
They do.
piercings on his face alone, on
Okay.
his head.
How many?
Like 100.
Jeez.
About, yeah.
It's-
Like his tongue,
He's
his
on
nose,
all the
his face.
postcards and, you know.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
He was very happy that I was there that day because apparently I'm freakier than him.
Wow.
I think
How did
we all concur on that one.
Well,
After
I
that
was
nose
just
picking,
scared.
that pretty much seals the
Yeah.
deal right there.
That was some knuckle deep shit going on.
Yeah. Oh my
That's
god.
pretty
And trust me,
freaky.
yeah.
And
All
that's
our
just
minds
the
were going,
nose.
You ever wake up in the morning and you don't remember what happened and there's a condom sticking out of your nose?
No.
No? Wanna go
because
camping?
Want to go camping?
Yeah, you need to experience that. Roo Roo.
No,
good.
actually, I'm actually single. I'm not dating, and I'm not.
She's
into-
available, boys.
No, that's
didn't
not what
say-
I meant.
No, she's available
No.
for these boys.
Oh, guys. Camping.
Like,
Not
are you
the
available?
audience.
Yes,
Let
no,
me just
maybe.
Not
get
the
rid
dark
of him.
minions.
Or this girl.
There you
maybe.
go.
Hey, Josie, you want to go camping?
Camping? Band camp?
How would you like?
Oh, yes. This one time.
Why
at
don't we all
band
go
camp?
camping?
I had a clown.
I think we
My
should all
pussy.
share a tent and see what happens. I don't know. The possibilities are
Is there clown camp?
yes. Is there
There's
clown
There's,
camp?
there's a camp for everything.
I heard clown camp could be pretty kinky.
Well, especially yeah.
I don't know what gave you the idea of that.
I can't imagine what goes on at clown camp.
No.
So I can't believe we're almost out of time. When did
Oh.
Muscle Wolf
I
Productions?
know. it goes by
When did
Wow.
Muscle Wolf Productions start?
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Okay, so you
2 years
guys-
ago, 3 years ago. It was 2 or 3 years ago.
No, I joined on about 2 years ago.
but we had just started. About
Okay,
6
so
months
we'll
before
say
Do you guys know when it started?
he started it. I don't have
He
that
started
information.
that. I'm the blonde. I don't remember anything.
Yes.
Aw.
So
I joined on when the show was already in
yeah,
progress. So
yeah,
Okay.
it was 2010. Yeah, 2010.
Okay, that was,
Say it
that was
confidently.
three
There
years
we
ago.
go.
3 years ago, and then we released our first film, Psycho Street, last year with Tiffany Shepis. You guys know Tiffany
Psycho
Shepis?
Street was very well acclaimed.
Yes.
You see great reviews of it all over the place.
Thank you.
And I can tell in your tone of your voice you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
You're like,
Aw.
how
I
is
should've
it?
brought
I
you
was
a copy.
hoping.
It's
I was
okay.
hoping that you would.
I'll bring you. I'll get you a copy.
There's actually
No,
one
I'm
in the
kidding,
back seat
I'm
of the
kidding.
car.
Oh, we have a copy.
No, I'm
just said it.
kidding.
You're like, I don't want it, I don't want it, I
I'll
don't
buy
want
it.
it, I
I'll
don't
buy it.
want
I'll buy it.
No.
But-
You-
No,
I don't know.
seriously. Every website you go to is like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah, we got
Like,
good reviews.
like surprised it's good. like-
yeah, they thought it was going to be, because they're coming from us. They
Yeah.
thought it was going to be not. We can't spell our scripts, or
Right.
we can't write stories. We can't even spell words.
I use crayons.
I'm a Cro-Magnon man. I work out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do movie, and we
Yeah.
filmed it. Looked good, but no,
Oh.
it came out really well.
Because let's be honest, Stallone and Schwarzenegger, they did sort of give buff guys a bad name.
Yeah, they kind
And Stallone does write scripts, and he's a smart guy.
Well, they
But it sounds
both
like,
One of them was our governor,
Mm-hmm.
but then
Yeah.
again, this is California.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's not get political.
Oh,
So what's next for Muscle Wolf Productions?
Well, right now we are, like you said, we've been in talks with a major
And who's going to
network
howl first?
For
Go ahead.
I
I'll
don't.
howl.
He'll-
I
we'll let
howl.
him.
Yeah.
We've been in talks with a major network for the reality show. We
Right.
signed with Authentic Entertainment that produces Honey Boo Boo, Toddlers and
Right.
Tiaras. So they're going to be producing the show. Waiting on an answer from the network. Things move pretty slowly as far
Right.
as getting answers. Going to be possibly or working on a web series. I just heard a loud beep.
We have a
Working
public
on- yeah,
service
work-
Oh,
announcement.
don't mind the show. Just
From
go
the
ahead
clown.
and check your text.
Take your text. Take your text.
it says flash flood warnings this area till 8:30 p.m.
I'm calling bullshit.
Avoid flood
I
areas.
second that.
We okay, then we'll just stay in California and we'll be fine.
That's bizarre.
There's not a cloud in the sky.
I don't know what just happened
Yes.
or why I just.
Quit
heard
clowning
that.
around. Okay.
But yeah.
What were we saying?
Then, ow!
Working on a web
I'm
series.
sorry. Go ahead. You're working on a web series.
Yeah, a web
Yes.
series. I'll let Marv talk more about that because Marv is the writer. I don't write.
I can
I'm
spell.
An actor.
I actually
Yeah?
can use a pen.
And when we put it on magnets on the fridge, and
Yes,
we
yes.
tell him he did a good job.
Thank you. Yeah, I get extra food if I can spell a word right. Somebody gives me a morsel.
Aw,
But
like
no,
a star.
Yeah, we try. But we
But
have
then,
a,
but then again, you're hanging out with bodybuilders who would know.
That's true. That's true.
I'm kidding. That's a joke. No, you guys can stop. I'm just kidding. Please.
He was saying.
Please.
Okay,
everything
the web
I'm
series.
gonna
The web
say,
series.
Yes.
Okay,
These guys are way you kick my ass. I'm not
our
gonna-
Web
movie is Psycho Street is an anthology. It's like Creep Show. You
Yeah.
guys are Creep Show. Tells from the
Right.
Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, very cool.
Right,
It's very Creep Show on steroids. Is
I
what they
love
say.
I love horror
Ooh.
anthologies.
Very 70s. So we want to do a web series because Psycho Street's based in a town called Cronenberg. If you guys are familiar with David Cronenberg.
right.
Yes.
And we want to do a series of a story based in this town once a month called Psycho Street.
Right.
So we want to turn Psycho Street into a web series. That's what the web series is about, really.
That's cool. It's a cool
Yeah.
idea.
Thank you.
And have different writers do different stories.
Exactly.
every
We
week.
already have 3 scripts ready to go. We have a werewolf script, a doppelganger script, and a demonic possession script ready to go.
I love
Oh.
demonic possession.
Right. But
He
you,
said-
but you don't like demonic.
I
He
like
said
writing it.
Satanic
Yeah.
stuff creeps him out. it seriously turns me on. Like
Yeah?
demonic,
You like that stuff?
satanic,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fucking sexy.
Omen
yeah.
and all that stuff. You like?
Did
or
you
like
what?
the-
Omen. I thought you said old men. I'm like,
Omen.
what?
Yes.
No.
Omen.
Anyway, so Omen, like Omen, Exorcist, crazy stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Skeleton Key?
I saw that. That was
I
Kate
haven't seen
Hudson,
it.
right?
I don't remember.
It was okay. It was okay.
But Psycho Street starred the one from Sleepaway Camp. Is that what?
No, Felissa is hopefully working on us. Oh, what are we doing? We're doing a movie, Felissa. I'm stuttering today. I don't know.
Death by Solicitation.
Yes,
it's
yes.
a movie that we'll
Death
be doing
by Solicitation.
Yeah, Death by
with
Solicitation.
Felissa.
I love
Yeah.
this. I love the title already.
It's a
Josie, I think you got an audition for you.
We should, hey, I think they're auditioning.
Actually-
Actually, they are. Yeah.
All right.
Death
There
by
is, there is an
Solicitation.
open role now.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
That's your
he
girl
and I both
right
are in the
there.
film. Felissa Rose did
Right.
Sleepaway Camp. Do you guys remember Sleepaway Camp?
You were telling me about
Count
that.
me in.
I do.
Yeah,
So-
she was the dick with the chick with
The
the,
chick
dick.
with the
the dick with the chick.
dick
No,
with
the
the
chick
dick,
with the dick
right.
at the end of the movie. That was a
Right.
shocking.
That's
movie
why I
for
recommended
1981.
Josie. But,
Oh, she'd be perfect. She'd be perfect.
Ow!
So, and I get to play a doctor. I don't get to play a stupid person.
Oh, that's
there.
great.
Yeah, so it's
Right.
kind of cool.
So you're gonna have to, but you're gonna
Playing
cover up the
doctor's
muscles.
I gotta
always
cover
fun.
the muscles. Yeah.
Are you gonna have the glasses and do like? The
Oh yeah,
nerdy-
I'm gonna totally.
Hi,
geek,
how are you?
totally geek it out.
Doctor,
Totally geek it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Marv. How are
Dr.
you? Nice to
Marv.
see you. And
Oh,
then,
yeah, it's
or
gonna be
like
the
a
whole
Dr.
thing.
Giggles thing, like.
I remember Dr.
Voice.
You remember the movie Dr.
I know,
Giggles?
Dr. Giggles is great.
That was a great film.
I love Dr. Giggles.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
movie.
so
yeah.
so anyway, so that's great. So you got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, we have a script
And-
called Male Stripper Massacre. We want to get off the ground.
Oh well, you can audition me for that.
You would be great. Let's do it.
You can be the bouncer at the door.
Yeah.
Or a stripper, but I could be the bouncer. So that's great. No, if people want to find out where
Hey,
to
if
find,
John Candy could do it.
Well,
Yeah.
you mean Chris Farley?
I mean, Chris
I was gonna
Farley.
say, he's going to be the
Wow.
Chris Farley to my
Please.
Patrick Swayze.
Get
And
your
there I
fa-
go with my names
get
again.
your fat insults right, Josie. What's the matter with you?
Her brain's fried from
mean,
Comic-Con.
mean.
Yes.
I wouldn't even
My
be. I
brain's
wouldn't be
just
awake
fried.
right now. Oh, it's
Yes.
just a permanent.
Right. Right. So anyway, but
It's on permanent
if people want to
vacation.
find Psycho Street and Muscle Wolf Productions, where do they find you guys?
You want to take that?
Sorry, I was
Or
chewing
Jared,
on the
what do
By
you
microphone.
he's hungry. He's eating.
No,
the
I like the way the
microphone.
microphone feels on my lips.
Well, I gotta do that. Oh yeah, it's kind of nice. Can we
Anyway.
can we keep these?
I thought
yes.
the clown was weird. Go ahead.
as far as connecting with Muscle Wolf and finding out about Psycho Street, Facebook is the best place. We're revamping our website.
Right.
We're going to be, hopefully, well, I would say eventually because it's going to happen, but we'll be streaming Psycho Street and having it for digital download on the website once
Right.
we revamp it. So right now, finding the Muscle Wolf webpage on Facebook, you'll be able to connect with Marv and I individually on our individual Facebook page or accounts, as well as
And more
the
good-looking buff guy.
Yes, the Barbosa twins
and-
and Marco,
Mhm.
who is I call him the elder of the group, but he's in the best shape of everybody. He's 53 and still competing in bodybuilding.
He looks amazing.
And
no female bodybuilders?
nope,
Nobody wants the women in our group anymore.
Really?
Well, 'cause all
I
about
would
the
think you'd have like a
dudes.
token or something.
Yeah.
A token woman.
Yeah.
She'd get abused.
I guess not. And Roo Roo, if people want to get a hold of you,
Oh, well, I'm on Facebook, Roo Roo, in affiliation with the Venice Beach Freak Show. I think I have it on there, and El Club de Payasos.
and Roo Roo the
Yeah.
clown comes from the Spanish song.
Roo Roo is actually what a guy that I liked in high school used to call me.
Roo Roo.
Yeah, he when we met, he misunderstood my name, and he just called me Roo Roo, and I thought he was being cute, and
But
no,
he was just slow.
he was just
He was
hard of
just-
hearing.
he was just Chinese. And that's how he heard it.
Roo Roo.
No, he was this Hispanic guy, like this emo guy that looked like Edward Scissorhands.
Cool.
And I just thought he was being cute about it. And no, that's what he heard because the wind blew right when I said my name, and he heard Roo Roo.
Oh, that sounded like a good. No, the wind was blowing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting story.
I think he was imagining all these contortionist things that you could do. He just didn't hear.
Ow.
I'm the.
Yeah.
He was howling like that.
It was kind of a Roo Roo, like.
So it's just a cute name that
Yes.
just stuck.
If somebody wanted to hire you for a party, could they do that privately?
No. I don't.
Privately?
I don't work privately. I work with the company.
What was the company you work for? You want to
El
give a plug?
Club de
A private
Payasos.
party.
You just look up.
Oh,
Why
I've
you
got a
want to
private
hire
party.
for your private party?
I've got a private party, but no, seriously.
Yeah, no, it's El Club de Payasos. It's a Latin-based clown company, and there are a lot of prerequisites to be considered for membership. And either you're in the club or you're not in the club. And we have 20
the
members
private
in
club.
our club, and we have about
clown
5
club.
women. Yes, we have about 5 women, which is the most that we've had in a really long time. There's not a lot of women in clowning. and we
See,
have
they're integrated.
yeah, and we have
pretty
about
cool.
15 guys, and yeah, you can look us up El Club de Payasos with the Z.com.
Did you say Roo Roo?
No,
El Club de Payasos.
El
I
Club
know,
de
I
Payasos,
know what you said.
the clown club.
I'm sorry. I'm
Clown
just
Club.
getting distracted. You know what time it is? Josie, what time is it?
Spank train.
It's ready for the spank train. You guys ready for the spank train?
No one even told us about this. This is a surprise. It's
Basically, we're gonna have to do a boy girl.
So I have to. Oh, I get to get sandwiched. Yes.
You get in between
front of
those
the
guys.
Muscle wolf sandwich.
I can't
Anyway.
tell
Yay.
anyone.
That's the best kind, Josie.
Anyway, please go to darkmarkshow.com. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Dark Mark Show, and
Josie Cat. You can find me JOSI
oh, nobody cares about that.
KAT.
No, no, buy Josie
Screw you.
Cat's book on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
You can
can
follow
do-
me on Twitter.
Follow you on Twitter.
I wouldn't go to Facebook. I might not be there. I keep getting deleted.
Anyway, so real quick spank train. Yeah.
Your music now?
Yes. Everybody have a wonderfully creepy night, and we're gonna do the spank train.